Good morning. Good morning. I'm a little early, and if you guys come on a little later, you can always fast forward to when we start. Um, I was trying a new space, a new part of the studio this morning to see if my reception would be a little better. Um, so I just wanted to make sure you could see that and hear me. So we can also just kind of sit together for the next few minutes until class officially starts. 3 minutes. If you'd like to say good morning and let me know you're here, that's always great since it's hard to know who is joining. So again, we got about a minute. We're gonna have some nice soft music on. I have my phone close by. It's always a good indicator to know if things are working. ah, so I hope. All right, well, looks like it's 9:30. So good morning, everybody. I'm Danielle Singita. Happy to be here today. Different angle on my studio. That's a fireplace behind me, so maybe when it gets cold or colder, um, we can have that in the background. That'd be very nice. So if anyone's joining, let me know if you can't hear me. I think I am on. Still getting used to my AirPods. So today is September 15th. Fall is in the air. Definitely am feeling this beautiful fall morning. It's a little damp, a little too damp for me, but I hope today it dries up a little bit before it starts again tomorrow. Today's class is going to focus on sciatica. I thought that would be such a great topic for today. As a massage therapist, I definitely am getting that as an issue when people are coming in. And it's probably because maybe with COVID, I might be spending more time on our computer. Maybe we're working more from home. So our tendency is to maybe not be getting up as much as we would if we were at the office. So the sciatica runs, it's a nerve, and it starts at the lower back, and it runs deep through the buttocks and then comes down. So there's this muscle, the piriformis, which is kind of like a triangular muscle on the buttocks. And it kind of runs through that and then goes down the thigh and the side of the legs. And sometimes when there's compression, either tightness in the lower back or tightness in the glutes, then it pinches on the sciatic nerve, and it can be very painful. It can be like a shooting pain. It can be kind of like this dull pain that just continues on and on. And yoga can definitely help, because what we're trying to do is create space and lengthen the spine. So the more you can lengthen your spine, then the idea is you just want to create as much space as you can and work the tight area. So it helps you like create space and flexibility in the spine. It helps decompress with those lengthening poses. And then you can also begin to work more of the glutes and the lower back, so it can release any of that tension, so it's not pinching down on the nerve. So we're going to be doing that today. Some of the poses we'll be focusing on is the child's pose. Again, really great to open the sacrum and the lower back. Downward dog lengthens the spine. Hopefully we'll have time to do half moon, which is a standing pose, and cobra, and then a figure 4 stretch. So got some good stuff to do today. But first, I want you to just go ahead and get nice and comfortable, making sure, again, if anybody wants to comment, hopefully they can hear me just fine. I have to reach over to see if there's any comments, so sorry. That's the old vision going. I want you to soften your eyes, find a comfortable seat. Maybe you're in a chair, maybe you're on the floor, maybe you're sitting on the bolster. And just soften the eyes. Soften the eyes. Soften the jaw. I always find kind of rocking, just gentle rocking back and forth when I'm feeling a little tight or stiff, is really a beautiful organic way to allow your body to let go. It's hard to be tight and holding on when you're rocking. Even just some gentle rocking, just finding your center, focusing in on this line that comes right up our spine. This is called the Sushumna. The Sushumna is our central channel. It's like our spine, and all the nerves and all the energetics, the chakras that are our core being. It's where it all starts. It is our networking system. So just tuning into lengthening that network system that we have. That's our circuitry. Not only our nerves, but all of the nadis, these energy channels that run through it. Thousands and thousands that run through the central nervous system. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Just let out a effortless sigh, a natural sigh. Let's do that again. Inhaling. And when you're at the top of your inhale, and maybe you're moving, maybe your chin is up a little bit, then exhale. And I want to read a quick passage while you're still finding your center, letting the shoulders drop down, letting the chin move in towards the spine to alleviate neck pain. And I'm going to read this beautiful passage by Rolf Gates. And he wrote a wonderful book, 2 books, on meditations on the mat, from the mat, and then meditations on intention and being. And this one's called Sitting Still. And I've just noticed in these last few weeks how the momentum is picking back up again, and schools in place to some degree, either remotely or again, it's going to be starting up with different variations, and maybe work's picking up again. And but I feel like I'm seeing that busyness. We're getting that busyness again. It was like we were so busy, and then we came to a screeching halt, and then we found our way to find that balance of the two, of enjoying time home, enjoying some quiet and some stillness. And I feel like we're kind of picking up that speed again. So I want to remind everyone about stillness and the importance of fostering and maintaining that and cultivating that stillness every day as we become to pick up speed again. So one of the things you notice about experienced surfers is that they are never confused about where they need to be in the water in order to catch a wave. This lack of confusion manifests in a lack of busyness. They paddle to where they need to be, then sit still and allow the ocean, being the ocean, to work to their advantage. Their skill in being in the right place at the right time comes from their willingness to sit still and watch, then sit still and wait. Eventually, they combine their ability to be patient and observant with the ability to act decisively, and a wave is caught. Their entire process is an exquisite demonstration of doing less and accomplishing more. Or, in another way, yoga. So, as we pick up that momentum, it's important to stop, to observe, to sit with a tea, or to sit and breathe, and to just observe and to see what's unfolding, or to see what's there in front of us where we're not in that busy state. So I really like that. And it's always nice to have a visual of like a surfer waiting for that wave and just observing. And he's not doing anything. He is very focused, he's very present, and he is fully bodied, fully, like his eyes are on, or she. So let's begin. If you're sitting in that position, switch your feet. Let's just begin to open the spine. So I want us to inhale, lift up. So when you're inhaling and lifting up, let me move back a little bit. I want you to really set the intention of having the palms open. So I want you to set the palms open like you're scooping up life, like you're scooping up the vitality and the aliveness from the earth. And I want you to bring that up all the way. Bring your hands together. Good. And then as you are exhaling, I want you to twist in one direction and let the palms come down all the way to the earth. So like we're going to lift them up again, turn the palms up, scoop up that vitality, scoop up the earth. Go ahead and come back to center. And then we're going to exhale, twist the opposite side, palms down. We're going to do this a few times. So again, as you're coming up, you're inhaling, palms are lifting up. You're creating all this beautiful energy that you're taking in. And then go ahead in the opposite direction. Bring it down. Inhale, lift up. Twist the body to center. Exhale, opposite direction. Two more. Inhale, lift up. Back to center. Exhale. Inhale. So this is just opening and lengthening the spine. Last round. Palms are down, then they're facing up as they lift up. And then come back to center. Good. Nice. Go ahead and let the legs get long. So let's bring, so we can stretch the hamstring a little bit. I'm going to bring in my that's my left leg. I'm watching myself on the screen. So my left leg is in, the heel is into the inner thigh. Bring that left arm up and then go ahead and just work on bringing that over. So we want to stretch, right? We want to stretch that hamstring. Good. And then you're going to lift that up, and then we're going to take the opposite hand and you can come off the ground if you want. And just get a nice stretch. So we're stretching out the spine. We're lengthening the hamstring. Good. So all we're really doing is, the only thing that's moving should be like our hips. We're opening up the hips. Plant that heel down. Good. And let's try that side again. So go ahead and begin to really move that hand towards your feet. Lift that arm up. Fix your yoga pants and then lift all the way up. Anchor that foot. Nice. Come on down. Go ahead and shake your legs out and we'll do the other side. So again, always know we do the same. We do one set on one side, one set on the other to bring balance. So whatever side you started on, just switch. Go ahead and bring the opposite leg. For me, I'm using my left leg. The right knee is in. And before I even do anything, I'm just feeling called to go ahead, do a little twist, and then fold down. Just feel a little tightness on that side, especially. So there is a beautiful opening happening. Allow the left leg, allow the left glute to work its way down as you fold gently on or towards the right side. Come on up. Nice. Go ahead and glide that arm down towards the foot. Bring the opposite hand. So for me, I'm using my right arm. Right arm is coming over. And then I'm lifting up, taking that right hand behind me, taking my left hand and coming off the ground. Now, if that feels like it's too much for you, just do a nice extension. Just make sure you don't feel like you're kind of compressing your body. Allow that elongation to happen. Go ahead and let's try that a few more times. So really getting that great extension in the top arm. Inhaling. Placing the hand down. And lift up. Last one. Inhale. So we're not really on our knees too much. So for those who have knee issues, maybe this is gentle enough that you can do that. Good. Come on back. Bend. So take a really nice exaggerated bend. Bring your arms underneath. And you can allow the legs to get a little wider if you need to. Rock back and forth. Just kind of rock back and forth a little to open the glutes. And as you're doing that, you can feel that lower sacrum opening as well. Then gently settle back in, ground the heels, and allow for the spine to elongate here. So you're using your arms kind of as leverage lengthen up, but as you bring those arms towards your hamstrings, you can exaggerate that stretch. Make sure the chin is toward the spine. Take a couple of nice breaths here. And then relax. Bring your feet out as far wide as you can. So this is a really nice one. See what angle works better for you. You can have your hands comfortably set back. Allow the shoulders to kind of lift up, back, and down. And what we want to do is stretch those IT bands. So I might probably like sigh here because that really feels good. So the idea is you want to allow that one knee to touch the earth. So it's like a windshield wiper. Oh my gosh. That always feels great on that lower back. You can feel that on that QL muscle, which is right here. So let's go back and forth a few times. And really work into the pose. Like get some organic movement. I can't stress that enough. Like let your body flow in and out of poses. And maybe with each one, you just feel like it's opening a little more. So we're massaging the glutes, we're opening the IT bands. Feels so lovely. I could do this all day. Good. Ah. So when you're ready, I want you to come down. Actually, let's do this. I want you to kind of bring your hands underneath the knees and then rock back and forth for a moment, really allowing that circuitry to come alive in the spine. Only if that feels good. If that's too much, you can just kind of do a more gentle version when you're on your back, and maybe you bring your knees toward you and then a little bit away. Good. And then when you're here, I want you to slowly, slowly, slowly begin to allow the spine to come down. Let the knees stay bent. Bring the arms up over the head. And then exhale, let the arms come down by the sides. Again, we're going to scoop up that earth. So allow the hands, palms facing up this time. Bring the hands up all the way to the back. And then come on down as you exhale. Nice. Take your left ankle now. So place the left ankle onto the right knee. So take a moment. You can take that right leg. I want you to bring that right leg towards you. Now, if this is challenging, you can either grab a strap and kind of place it around the hamstring, or you can just actively allow the knee to do a little bit more work here, and then extend that right leg. This is called the figure 4 stretch. It's easier if you can grab on, just because you're not trying so hard. So again, it's opening the sacrum, lengthening the hamstring, getting a little activity in that QL, the glutes. Release that leg. Let the foot plant back down. Keep the ankle where it is. And now you're just going to draw that foot over to the opposite side. Let me know if I'm going too fast. So, another scrumptious pose, allowing the sciatic nerve to have the space it needs. And breathe. Allow the inhalation in to lengthen the spine, and allow the exhalation to deepen into that twist. And you can have your opposite hand kind of as a balancer. Draw the hip down away from you and draw that left knee away from you, creating even more opportunity for the hips to open, for the pathways to clear. Slowly come back. Bring that right knee in towards you. If you can grasp onto the hamstring, do that. If not, grab a strap. Let the head come down. Let the heel accelerate up towards the sky. Use this natural knee, the right knee, naturally kind of come towards you to stretch out that piriformis on the opposite side. It's brilliant, right? It's like such a brilliant way to open up the lower back. Beautiful. Great job. Okay. Just take a moment, rock it out, shake it out. Do the other side. Nice. So now, take that right ankle. Do the opposite. Bring it over to the other side. And maybe you stay here, and that's perfect. Like, you're still getting a lot of work done right here. You're still able to actively move the sacrum for more space. If you can take it further, then bring that left leg up. Now you might notice one side's a little tighter. Use your breath. The breath is key to be able to soften the body into this stretch, the figure 4 stretch. So I say breathe into this so that you can find where there is a restriction in your own body. When you breathe into it, you can really tap into your inner connection, your inner ability. Where do you feel there is that restriction? Where do you feel that you can massage that a little bit, even just by rocking slightly back and forth? Where do you feel like you can draw your breath to help massage it from the inside to open? Good. And then go ahead and bring the foot down. So really there should be no other movement than just anchoring that foot. Grab your hand onto the left ankle, use your right arm as a balancer, and then just draw that right foot down towards the earth. So it's a beautiful twist. It's one of my favorite stretches to do. If you can draw it all the way to the earth, then do that. If not, just place it where it feels most comfortable. You can even place it on your inner thigh if that works better for you. The idea is to create this opening on the right side. You should feel a great stretch, like right under the rib cage. Right? Under the rib cage, feel that right hip lengthening in space. You're creating all this beautiful space in this cavity here. Enjoy the juiciness of this stretch. Focus on that stillness. And wait. Wait for that wave in your body. Like, where is this opening? Where can I take this a little deeper? Where can I find that expansion? Use your inhale to lengthen the spine, and then use your exhale to deepen into this gently without any efforting. Slowly come back. We held that for a little bit of time, so honor the depth of that stretch. And then when you're ready, just bring that left leg. Again, you can just hold it. You can actively just work it. You can take a strap and place it around your thigh. And then working again. This is like pigeon pose, but inverted. So if you have knees that can be painful in a pigeon pose, this is like the perfect counter pose for it. Same pose, inverted. See where you feel that restriction in your muscles beginning to soften. Lovely. Go ahead, release. Place both hands on your knees and just do some little circles. Circles, or you can even like just go from side to side, like tapping your knee, coming back to center, tapping your knee. Actually, let's do that one because that's even deepening into